Looking for real answers? Meet Bob the Psychic, Scottsdale's #1 psychic. Join live readings with Bob the Psychic every Monday night on Soul Search TV. Real people, real questions, real clarity. Bob connects directly with your energy using psychic insight, tarot, mediumship to bring guidance on love, career, family, finances, and your life path. His readings cut through confusion, offer validation and hope, and help you move forward with confidence and trust. Every Monday, 7 p.m. MST. Watch free on Soul Search TV, YouTube, or Facebook, or reserve your spot to join the Zoom room for a live reading. Experience clarity that changes everything. Limited spots available, so sign up before they're gone. Looking for real answers? Meet Bob the Psychic, Scottsdale's #1 psychic. Join live readings with Bob the Psychic every Monday night on Soul Search TV. Real people, real questions, real clarity. Bob connects directly with your energy using psychic insight, tarot, mediumship to bring guidance on love, career, family, finances, and your life path. His readings cut through confusion, offer validation and hope, and help you move forward with confidence and trust. Every Monday, 7 p.m. MST. Watch free on Soul Search TV, YouTube, or Facebook, or reserve your spot to join the Zoom room for a live reading. Experience clarity that changes everything. Limited spots available, so sign up before they're gone.
Recording in progress.
Oh, wow, that was quick. Hi, everybody. I am Bob the Psychic. Welcome to Online Insights with Bob the Psychic. What I do every Monday night, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself to get started. My name is Bob Stahl. My website is bobthepsychic.com. I'm a psychic, tarot, angel card reader, a channel, a medium, and an energy healer located in, well, I say Scottsdale, but I'm really like in North Phoenix. Scottsdale's like 2 blocks from here. I do readings over the phone or virtually over Zoom. So no matter where you are, you can talk to me from the comfort of your home, office, whatever, car, wherever it is. You don't need to be in front of me for the magic to work. I've done this for about the last 15 years. I've been with Soul Search doing this all of this year. We started in January. And I just want to thank all of you for spending part of your Monday night with me. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to draw some cards for the collective, like as a group message to begin. And then I'll call on you individually to come on down, kind of like they used to say on The Price is Right. Doesn't that date me? I know. You'll turn on your camera and your microphone, and then I'll ask you, what's your name? Where are you zooming in from? And then ask me whatever you want. You'll have about 9 minutes with me. That's a lot of time, plenty of time to get your answers to all your questions. I talk pretty fast. I've got all my cards out. I do channel whatever you need to know, we'll be able to do. So with that said, let's go ahead and let me just make sure my little camera's on the right thingamajig. Yep, I'm ready. All right, let me go ahead and we're going to draw cards for the collective, a group message. I've got a camera right there. I'll make sure so that you can see it. So the way my gift works is I kind of feel the deck to see which cards going next, and then I kind of tap to see where it goes. So here we go. There's a great message right there. So let's go ahead and get started with it. So the message for the group is 2 things. First of all, a lot of swords. Swords are all about decisions. It's kind of like our thought process, things going on inside our head. The first one, the Page of Swords, this is like stirring things up. He's taking that sword, he's zipping it around in the air. It's creating the movement, the clouds. That's the energy around you. By the way, this is going to be for both of the people who are here now, or if you're watching somewhere else and you're not participating directly, this is for you too. And be sure to listen, by the way, to what I say to both people, because it might apply to you too. There's always a common theme. So even though I'm not calling on you, there's still a great chance you're going to get something from me. All right, back to this. So this is about stirring things up around you. And when you do it, you get the Ace of Swords. This is like breakthroughs, crowning yourself with new achievements, new thoughts. So the breakthrough that's coming is going to help you get to the Fool card. This is what's going on around you right now. This is like the immediate past. The Fool card, this is taking a leap of faith and trusting yourself and new beginnings and being whimsical. It's kind of like starting a brand new journey. In the tarot deck, there's something called the Journey of the Fool. It starts like this, and Fool is not necessarily a negative word. It just means like not connected, not sure where you're going, being real innocent, kind of like foolish in a way. But again, no judgment, the way I know we have the word fool in our heads that way. What's really interesting about this is the last card, the two. Okay, the Two of Swords, this is about indecision. So she has that mask thing on her eyes, over her eyes, like her third eye, like she knows she needs to make a decision. That's why she's holding both swords. She wants to partner with them to make it. She just hasn't like decided to do it or taken the steps to do it. So what this is saying in a nutshell is there's a lot of things you're stirring up all around you, all these breakthroughs coming. They're going to help you start a new chapter, do something different, do something new in your life, but you got to commit to it. So if you walk away from this thing tonight with one message, it's commit to whatever it is you're thinking about, because you're meticulous and you know what it is you want and need, and you just got to go ahead and do it. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is. Pentacles are about abundance. He's sitting here making the coins. That's about being meticulous. And the other part of, or the last part of this message, because now the cards are flat, is Emperor. Okay, this is the father figure of the tarot deck. This is about boundaries, rules, authority. So as you're being meticulous, like exacting in what you want, this is a reminder to you to honor your boundaries. Don't do anything that you think, and let me make the camera stop making noise. Don't do anything that's like runs you over or gets you taken advantage of as you start this new journey around you. All right, with that said, again, I want to thank all of you who be here. So I'm going to take the first person. That's going to be Cecilia. So Cecilia, go ahead and turn on your camera and microphone, and let's have some fun. Okay, there we go. Hi, how are you? And
Good.
Okay, great. Have I read for you before?
Never.
Never. Perfect. All right. So where are you zooming in from? Where are you?
California.
I knew it. See, but I said everybody's from California. They always are. I know. All right. Are you from Northern California too? That's usually where they're from.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Soul Search has a great footprint there. By the way, if there's a fair or something coming to you in your neighborhood from them, go. It's really good. I don't get paid to say that, and so, but I'm telling you, they're awesome. All right. How can I help you? What would you like to know?
Why can I see? That's weird.
The camera looks like it's just aimed a little bit too high. So tilt.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is.
There you go. Yeah, tilt your computer down a little bit, and you'll be right in there. There we go.
Okay. You're right on the decisions. I'm looking at either buying or just moving or renting, and just looking at just wanted to look at.
Yeah. So I forgot to say this. My gift is that I just hear stuff about people. Let me stop my timer. My gift is that I just hear stuff about people. I don't ask any questions as a rule, but if I ask you one, I'm going to put the answer in it. I read with my eyes closed. So in the last little thing here, you notice I was doing it, I wasn't looking. So I always read with my eyes closed, and then I do go pretty fast. And what's the last thing I tell people? I don't remember, but that's okay. You got them in. So let me just tell you what I got, because usually as soon as people start talking and I hear it, I like to interrupt them so we don't get to the end and I say, well, yeah, I heard that too, because that's not fun and I want to have fun. All right. So when you said you're thinking about buying, selling, moving, I got your moving. And I feel like you are going to buy something too, but I don't think you're going to do it till next year. But I think there's a move. Hold on. Let me just ask them. Is there a move before this buy thing or not? I got yes. I know moving sucks. So I don't know if that makes you doing like a move for like 6 months and then you're going to do something different. But I definitely get you're moving from where you are. I just don't think you're going to buy. I feel like there's some emotional reason you're uncomfortable, and it could be the situation in the world without going into politics, because, yeah, we'll be here all night if we talk about that. But I know we're in a rising interest rate environment, and I used to sell real estate. I'm a realtor, and I know interest rates are ridiculous right now. So, yeah. And if they force them to come down, it's going to make things worse, but that's a whole other thing. But I do, like I said, but I do feel like you're going to move. I don't think you're going to buy anything, though. It feels to me like the move is, it might be 6 months. So I would say, I used to work in television too, and there was an expression we had, don't ever unpack your fine china because you're going to be out of here in a month or a year anyways. I would say the same thing too. Don't unpack what you don't need. Does that help? Did that make sense?
It does, because I was looking at renting too, but a bigger space than where I'm at now.
That's what I feel like it is. And I keep getting, I don't know that you're going to like give all your stuff away, but I do feel like a lot of it's going to stay in the boxes, because I feel like, you're kind of like in an in-between spot right now. I don't feel like it's about your job, like a job change or anything. I just feel like it's like the energy around you. You're kind of like done with it and you're looking for something vibrating higher and moving, like buying a home. I'll just tell you as a realtor, it's an emotional thing. It's never about the numbers. If you're married to someone, I'll just tell you how this always worked. The wife always picked the house. The woman's always picked the house. And all that mattered is the kitchen and the master bath. None of the other rooms mattered. And if they were a guy, what mattered was like, okay, if there was a, whatever, what is it, a man cave? Like somewhere for them to do that, and maybe the living room. But usually the guys got outvoted, and it was about the kitchen and the master bath. So if that makes sense to you, there's just some real estate trivia. Other questions, or we can do cards, whatever you want. I got plenty of time. What else would you like to know?
I was looking at getting an RV in the meantime.
I got a yes on that one. Yeah. I do feel like you have some concern about the price of gas, which is going to be in a free fall up for quite a while. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. But the good thing about being in an RV, you could go somewhere and hang out for a while and then move from there. I know right now, I guess the heat's ridiculous in California. I know today here in Arizona, I think it was, well, my backyard was 106. Normally we're in the 70s right now, and 106 is June. So we clearly missed spring. We went from winter, which we didn't really have winter either. But yeah, hopefully it's not that crazy there. It is going to cool down. I'm not really sure about that one.
Okay.
But there's a lot of places, I mean, where you could go and park for a week and then decide, ooh, then go somewhere else. So that, and then if you did that, are you putting yourself in storage? That's interesting. When I asked if you're going to put yourself in stuff in storage because you would have to, you can't put everything in the RV. I heard no on that. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. Maybe you have a friend or someone you know you're going to borrow part of their garage or whatever that's about. But I do feel like that's something you could do too, and then really figure out where you like want to be in some way. Other questions? If not, we can do cards because that's fun too.
That's it.
That's it. All right, let's do cards. Hold on a second. So I'll just do them. All right, so I'm going to do my weird light again. There we go. All right, so look at that. And I hold on. I like to look at the camera when I do it. That way you guys know I'm not really looking. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm saying there we go because I know what they are. That one. Yep, that one. This. Oh, look at that. Dating someone now. Hold on. Don't tell me. I have to ask it out loud for them to tell me. My eyes are closed, so don't tell me. Are you married or are you single? Hold on. Let me make that go away. Will it go away, or is it going to keep making noise? There we go. Okay, so I got rid of that. Hang on. I'm not sure. First I heard you were single. Now I got you're married, so I'm going to go with single because of that card. Are you single? What's your deal on that?
Yeah.
You are single? Oh, look, there's a dude. All right, hold on. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get to the cards now. All right, so the way this layout works is these two are your like feet and foundation. This one up here is the one in your head. This is where we are now, and that's where we're going. So we'll do your feet first. This is very interesting. So the first one you got is 10 of Swords. Swords, again, about decisions. This is like hitting rock bottom. Like, all right, I've done all the thinking I can do. That's why the swords are in his back. I got to take steps. I got to be in action. And all of this somehow is a lesson for you. The Queen of Wands. Wands are about passion and excitement. What I like to say about this card is the wand represents like meeting new people. The sunflower represents like starting fresh, like starting a new chapter because of the black cat. And the black cat represents shadow self, like working on all your trauma, drama, whatever that is. So if you're really feeling like you've got to go up and move, like we talked about before, those two cards would go with it, upside down or right side up. One of the things that that's going to happen while you're in this shift of state right now, I don't know if that made sense, the star card. So star, if she was right side up, this is about being like just getting out of a battle and being in a bunch of tough situations. She doesn't have any clothes on because she left all of the baggage from her past behind, and she's grounded because she's pouring water into the lakes and rivers, and she's looking up to the stars, like up to the universe for guidance. But it came out upside down, which to me is like the opposite of that. So this could be about the drama and stuff still around you that you're going to be releasing once you move and take the steps to clear this being burned out in some way. In your head, which I think is really cool, the World card. This is like the end of a big chapter, ready to start something new. So before, remember I talked about the journey of the Fool. It starts with the Fool card and it ends with this one. So I feel like you're at a place in your life right now where you're really ready to start a new chapter. Like it's saying things are over. So the perfect example based on what you said was the RV. Yeah, this would be, okay, I'm going to go live in an RV for a while because it's going to be a brand new chapter. And you know what? This one should not be upside down. I think I was holding the deck upside down. This is about the mental strength to be able to do it. So the strength card, this is her infinite wisdom, that she's controlling this animal here and giving herself a great amount of like strength and understanding to move forward. Okay, let's keep going. Then I'll ask if it makes sense in a second. Where you are right now, the Fool card, of course you are. This is the new chapter, taking that leap of faith, trusting yourself, new beginnings, being whimsical, because you're honoring your integrity and you're like speaking your truth in some way. The King of Swords, swords are all about our thought process. He speaks his truth, acts on his integrity, is definitely straightforward, because you're ready to release all the stuff around you that like doesn't make sense anymore. The 10 of Wands, wands are about the passion, excitement. This guy's carrying his wands to a new home. And the idea is that the wands are really heavy. So he's ready to release things that he no longer needs. So you're releasing things you no longer need because your integrity is telling you to do so. Is this you or someone? This is the possibility of new love coming into your life. So the Knight of Cups is about Rome. It's the romance character in the tarot deck. And I feel like he's showing up because you're suddenly like acting in your truth, like you're being in your highest self. What's interesting, on the bottom row where you just did the release, you got the Ace of Cups. This is like emotional cleansing, new emotional things coming your way. The water are our emotions, and the 5 streams of water, the 5 things right there, those are our senses. Like you're rinsing off your senses, which helps bring the sky in. There could be some deceit around it or something that's not exactly clear. But if that's the case, this is the physical strength to move forward. You already have the mental one, that's physical. The Moon card, this is strong feminine energy, but it's also about things not appearing exactly the way they seem sometimes. If that happens, you got the Chariot with you. That's the physical strength to move forward, like controlling the 2 animals. And even though the map is uber confusing, it doesn't matter because you know you're ready to move forward. What's interesting about all that is the bottom row is suggesting that the way the cups are stacked, that emotionally things are perfect all around you, but you know there's something missing. That's why this character is going into the mountains to try to find it. And when we end up, however this journey ends, you get to be the Queen of Cups. This is someone, Cups again about emotions, who has all this love and kindness in this container right here. She's really strong feminine energy. She's grounded because she has her feet on the water, on the land, and all these little things around her. Those are like her little fairies, spirits, angels, guides around her, guiding her in some way. So that's about like universal protection in some way. But right now, it's really about your thought process and like the meditation that's going on before you take the leap to move forward. And I feel like you're going to decide this. Wow, I got it by the end of March. That might be too soon. It might be May, but I know there's something happening this month in March, and wow, we're to the end of the month. So that's like the next 7 days. That might be crazy. All right. How did that sound? Did it sound like you? Did it resonate?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Thank you.
Any other questions or anything? Because I know I went over my little time allotment, but I was having fun.
No, no other questions. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And don't forget to look at the promo code. That'll get you a discount on a session, a longer one, so we can go deeper. It's for the next 7 days. All right. Tasha's next. Come on down.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Have I read for you before?
You have not, no.
I have not. Okay. Where are you zooming in from? And I'm probably not the beach that's in the background. Where are you calling from?
Southern California.
Oh, it's always California. All right. So where in LA are you calling from? I grew up in West LA.
I was in the South Bay area, but I moved to San Bernardino County.
Okay. Yeah, one of my best friends lives in Torrance. All right. So how can I help you? What would you like to know? This is not the deck for you. It's actually this one. What would you like to know?
So I have 2 new job offers, but there's a third one I applied for. And
the third one's the one, I'll tell you. It's the third one. Because as you were saying, it's the third one. All right. So the second one, all right, here's what I got. The second one is just like what you're doing now. And my guides are saying that on the first one, like, why? So I don't even think the first one's in the right universe for you to go do that. The second one is basically the walls change from where you work. I used to work in television, and that was the expression when you would change stations and move to another town. The only thing that changed was the walls. That's what I got. The third one's the one. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to sit and wait, because what if it doesn't happen? Then I'm going to get that phone call, Bob. So to avoid that, but I get it's the third one, and I think it's coming pretty quick. I want to say it's going to be, well, I want to say it's April. When? Like the first or second week of April. So I don't know if that's when you're interviewing, when you're going to get it, whatever it is. So not the first one for sure. The second one, like, see if you can hold them off. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like you're ready for this change. And I think the first one was just from the place of like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. What the hell? All right. And the second one, I think you just attracted the same thing to yourself because whatever it is you do, I get you're really good at it. But the third one seems to be like, I don't know that it's the Uber job we've always wanted, but if there's something about that quality, like it's the next step, it's the next something. And just like I would just say on that one, being your strength and being your worthiness, you're worthy of it. So don't let your brain going, that you're not worthy, you know, like little Tasha, your little inner child going crazy on it. Yeah, just tell her to calm down. I mean, but in a loving way, not the way I just said it. Because you do that and it never works out. All right. Other questions?
My daughter is starting to show mediumship ability. Do you
Yes,
see that?
she's been it all of her life. Hold on, don't tell me. Does she see her here? She sees it. Does she see spirits?
She recently did.
Yeah. So what she needs to know is they're not there to scare her, and that just to like stay calm and talk to them. That's what I'm hearing I'm supposed to tell you. Like, why are you here? Who are you? What are you trying to show me? Because I don't feel like it's dark, like negative, dark, whatever that she's going to call in. It's not like, playing with a Ouija board. You don't ever do that. But there is, you know what I mean? And she just needs to know that she's okay. I get the sense she's young. How old is she? Like, oh boy. I'm just going to throw a number out there. If I do this, I'm doubling my rates. Is she like 13 or 14, like a teenager? How old is she?
23.
Not even close. Okay. So there you go. I'm going to keep my rates the way they are. But I feel like, I do get the sense that she's always known something like maybe it's the first time she recognized it. I got it was 14. So, but I would definitely tell her that one of the things that comes with the mediumship piece is now you're going to start watching who you're friends with, and that you're going to make sure they're all like of the light too. So if they're troublemakers I'm going to just be ridiculous. Like, I don't know, murderers, drug dealers, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, because those kind of people, and again, I'm being totally painting with a broad brush, because we're like of the light and we have that big flashing light, she's going to attract that to herself. So she just needs to be careful about that. Especially, I want to say with the guys that she's attracted, the ones that want to date her, I want to say vet them in a way, but I don't know how you know what I mean? So she just has to go with her gut on that. And if she gets the heebie-jeebies about them, even a little heebie, no, don't not like, oh, I get the heebie-jeebies and I'm going to try it anyways. I want to say no. And then on the mediumship thing, because I feel like, all right, I got two things on that. One, I feel like she's going to write a book about her experience. Now, I get that message about people all the time. So, yeah, I don't know. But I definitely get that this is like just the start of something. And she might even become like, do what I do professionally or on the side. I don't feel like that's really, it might be 10 years from now. But I feel like to keep nurturing it in some ways, because I get the sense, does she know how to, she already knows how to read cards. So if that makes sense, if she's never done it before, yeah, see if she's attracted to it. Because, the cards, after you kind of learn what the images mean, then they just talk to you. Like, I know if I got the same cards for you that I just had for Cecilia, I'm going to say something different to you. It just works out that way. And it's, by the way, one other thing that's super interesting. So when I did the group reading at the very beginning, and at the last card was the Two of Swords, one about, okay, I need to make a decision because the Fool card was next. Wow, she was in that place with the move. You're in that place because of your job. Isn't that so? There's never an accident. Everything happens for a reason. So all of you who are not participating in this and you're watching on YouTube or Soul Search TV or wherever you are, most likely what I have said applies to you. So if it does, great. Don't try to force it. If it doesn't, that's okay. There's some other little piece because it always works that way. Yeah. Other questions? Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't tell me how many kids you have. I feel like you have 3 kids and your daughter's the one in the middle. Is that right?
I have 3 kids, and she's the oldest. And then I have a 19-year-old daughter and a son. He's the middle.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because I thought she was the one in the middle. All right. So, well, it was close, but I got that there were 3 of them. All right. Well,
yeah.
All right. So let's see what can I get the 19-year-old hears stuff, but I don't think she's not ready to know that yet in some ways. And on your son, I got nothing on that. So he might not be open to it in some way or think it's weird or crazy. I would just say for your oldest daughter, just say, yeah. And whatever I said, because I never remember, if it resonated with her, my website is bobthepsychic.com. I'm happy to talk to her and help her. She just send me an email. I'm happy. I mean, because I remember what it was like. So I'm 65. I did not know I was this until I was 50 when another psychic told me I should do this. And I looked at her like she was nuts. And then one thing led to another. And when I turned 55, which is Saturn return, that's a whole other story. That's when I started doing it full time. And I've been doing it for 10 years now. But my gift is way better now than it was 15 years ago. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Does that help? What else would you like to know?
Career path for her if she does not go into this field.
If she doesn't, her career, I don't feel like this psychic-y thingy is her career path to start. I feel like it's more like a side gig, but I do feel like that whatever her career path is, what I'm getting about it, it's like intuitive and it's creative and it's kind of like on the same road, but it's not like she's going to go put a sign out on a door. Hi, I'm a medium. Come on in. Yeah. Not yet. Because I do feel like there's a lot of practice and stuff that needs to take place. I know that's how it was for me, because in the beginning, I can just talk from my own experience. I didn't really believe that I was right. Or I kept thinking, oh no, that can't be right. And then you learn that the first little voice you hear, yeah, that's the one, and you are right. And so now I don't get that second voice anymore. That's like your ego saying, oh, you can't do that. Yeah, I don't get that. That's why, like, if she wants someone to help coach her, she's got a question, tell her I'm happy to talk to her. Why does she want to do this as like full, like as a psychic, like be a psychic?
She wants to solve cold cases for missing children.
Yes. Yeah, yes. That's fascinating because the gift of mediumship will help lead her there. So I have a friend, one of my friends who's a psychic. That's what she doesn't advertise that, but that's what she does. I mean, she does readings for people, but she also does that. If your daughter sends me a note, I'll give you Michelle's contact information and call her up.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, I do feel like she needs the law enforcement background. So I don't know if that's like taking it in college or school. I don't feel like she's like a sworn officer, like with the gun and that whole thing. But I do feel like she needs the law enforcement piece to understand how that works so she can take it further than it is already. If that makes sense to her. Like, I don't see her in a patrol car, wearing a little hat and the badge and
She applied
and I don't know
if
you can just become do what?
She applied for the FBI this month.
No kidding. Okay. So that's fine. Yeah. She's going to get into the I'm hearing yes and no on that. So that usually means something else needs to happen. I know. I mean, I just watched this last night on CNN. They're running a documentary about whatever, the FBI, and it was during Comey's time. But they were talking about, one of the things they talked about was like under him is when they changed some of the rules about hiring women and minorities and making the FBI look more like the people they were talking to instead of people they weren't. So I feel like she has a pretty good chance. I mean, I sold a house to someone who was an FBI agent. He was totally cool. So yeah. But that makes sense when I got she needs to learn something or go to class. There's the There's the FBI training.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Other questions? No. All right. Well, let's do cards anyways, because the producer says there's some other people coming, and we'll vamp with you a little bit so I don't have to like sit and, Oh, look at this. Wow. All right, here we go. Let's see. This is a real, This is all about like love and connection, like all around you. So I hope this matches you. So hold on. So whoa, don't turn my camera off. So the one on the bottom, like your foundation, love. This is about like values being in alignment, great love around you, that you're moving forward. You're making a dedicated effort to change. I want to say, or be open to new people, new experiences. And the reason I want to say that is the first card is dreams coming true. It's like how all the things you want to have happen come true. It's green. That means it's like emotional. It's cups. The love abound card, this is your heart like being open, looking for new love, new connection, new, I want to say emotional connections. And with the other person I did the tarot deck, this is like the Ace of Cups. It's the same card just in this deck. But basically, wait, is this you or your daughter? This actually might be your daughter. This whole thing actually might be your daughter, is what I just heard. If that makes sense to you, like her dreams are coming true. She's connecting with her love. But the main one I want to say about that is this one. The lead card, this is like stepping out of the shadows into the light, like into her power, following the contract that's right there. That's called the Akashic record. That's our contract with the universe, like what we're supposed to be doing. When she gets into the FBI, because I'm just going to put it out that way, and it's easy for her to get into her, that's how you know that she's really like living her contract. And even though right now she might be feeling as though she's alone, this card really is, this character is not alone. This is like light of spirit, light of divine, like guiding her forward. I think that was really your daughter. I'm not really sure, but if that makes sense to you, that's what that was. Yeah.
That's my daughter.
Was it? Okay. Yeah. It's because her energy is all around. Like I said, I'm happy to talk to her. She can send me an email, whatever. I'll set something. I'll talk to her.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to set you free. Thank you so much for spending part of your money with me. There's going to be something, a private message sent to you. You can give it to your daughter. It's $25 off any session with me on my website for this week. All right. Molly, you're next. You're not going to be going on camera, but you would love a reading. No worries, Molly. Turn on your microphone. I'm happy to talk to you. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So where are you calling in from? Where are you zooming in from?
Sedona, Arizona.
Wow, just up the road a piece. Okay, one of my best friends lives up there. All right, how can I, if you need a good energy healer person, send me an email. I'll totally give you all her information. She's amazing. All right, how can I help you? What would you like to know?
Well, what wouldn't I like to know? Just,
So here's the deal on that. You got to ask me something. If not, I'll go off on some tangent and it'll be weird. So my guides like to have it like to make sure that they give you what it is you're looking for and what it is you want. You're not really lost on your journey, whatever that means, but they are telling me that you kind of need to, they're showing me a card that's in that other deck that says win or lose. It's a picture of a sword in the ground and it says win or lose. And I usually interpret that as drawing the line in the sand about what it is you want and what it is you don't want and only going after what it is you want. If that makes sense to you, that you need to like declare who you are or declare what you want moving forward, that's what I'm hearing. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. I'm at a pivot point in my journey where I realize that I have to level up. Like it's time. And I'm, the whole shedding, year of the snake, it's all, I understand and I'm very aware, but it's just hard to do, right?
Can you talk a little louder? I'm having trouble hearing you.
Okay. It's hard to let go of what I expected was my future and knowing that I'm just, if I clear the way, the right thing will come in.
Well, okay, so on the past future thing, let me, since you didn't hear the beginning. So my gift is I'm just really intuitive and I hear stuff about people. I don't ask any questions as a rule. If I ask you one, I'm going to put the answer in it. When I started hearing stuff about people, I just interrupt them. So I just want to interrupt you on that. So the part about where you said you're changing, whatever that was, in my head, I heard, that journey was over. And now you're kind of like, I want to say floating a little bit because you're just not sure, but that's okay. What they're telling me, it's kind of like you're at a big chapter ending. So let me just tell you what that is. There's something called Saturn return, and I feel like that's where you are. So it works like this. It's 0 to 27, 28 to 54, and then like 55 or up. You sound a little older than 27. You don't sound 54, but something around there. But the idea is that it takes Saturn 27 years to bop around the universe, and it's one chapter in our life. And that once we get through that chapter, then we move on to something new. The best example I have for that is I do bachelorette parties all the time. The bride is always 27. Like, it's hilarious. Like, she's 27 or she just turned 28, and it's about 99% of the time for the people that I do parties for. That's what this feels like to me. So I'm going to guess you're probably not 27. I doubt you're 54, but that's what it feels like to me. So if that gives you a hint, go ahead. What'd you say?
Yes, you're right on track. That's exactly where
I am. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So just know that you're in the right place. I also got the sense that the Sedona thing, like, that's really helping you too. I don't know that you're going to be, all right, my guys are saying you're 54. So we're just going to use that number. If it's wrong, that's okay. But are you 54?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow. I need to double my range, don't I?
I'm young. Thank you.
But it's young, yeah. So, I mean, I'm 65. I don't look 65. All right, so you're only going to be in Sedona then till like you're 56. I feel like there's 2 more years there, and then you're like good to go. But you needed to go to where there because, I want to say you did it when you were 51, like maybe 3 years ago, because you're healing from all this trauma, drama, whatever that is. And a lot of the stuff that I get you're working on, it's not even from this lifetime. It's from previous lifetimes that you've brought forward. I know that sounds magical because I'm trying not to use the word crazy anymore, but there's something about that. So if you've heard that before or another psychic tells you that, you at least know that that's kind of what it is. But I feel like you've closed that door and now you're ready for something new. You know, one of the things I feel like you're also supposed to be doing is writing yourself a letter. It's a letter like about what you want your journey to be. Now, normally I don't tell people, I tell people to write letters all the time, but not on that topic. You're the first one. But there's something about like getting it out of your head and having it in front of you on a piece of paper. I don't know. I don't feel like whatever you write down, you're going to go do, but there is something like about that in some way. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And I feel like this change, whatever I'm talking about, I mean, it's like you're going to know by the end of May is what I get. So, you know, you're right on it right now. The other thing I would tell you is that last year, 2025, I know we're getting kind of far away from it, but it sucked. And the reason it did is the 2 plus the 2 plus the 5 equals a 9. And that's like it was the end of, I think it's a 9-year cycle. And once it ended, you know, that's why we left all this back there. And I can't tell you how many readings I did. I say this all the time, like the last 2 weeks of December, first 2 weeks of January, with people freaking out because all this drama was happening around them. This year, 2026, 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10, which is 1, which is like new beginnings. And it's like a super new beginning year. The same thing with the Chinese New Year, which is what, the fire horse? Yeah, fire horse. So that's about it too. So there's no accident that this is happening this year. And I would tell you one more thing. It's no accident that you're here right now, like today. So Mercury retrograde ended on Friday and the shadow ended yesterday. So Mercury retrograde is like, it was really tough. It was about relationships, clarity, things from the unknown, like coming forward. It was horrible. And so, at least personally speaking. So that's why I want to say now, okay, all that's behind us. And now we're ready to move forward in a different way. I'm not an astrologer, but I know about that much, just enough to be dangerous. Like, you know, I know Mercury retrograde, that's about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
all right. So let me draw some cards for you and then I'll set you free unless you have a question. Do you have a question?
You know, I don't want to be contrite, but partnership. Is partnership going to come into my equation?
Yeah, you're not quite ready yet. There's still some stuff you're clearing, especially in April. But I feel like after that, the answer is yes. So right now, yeah, because, okay, from the wow, you cannot make it up department, this deck is called Zebu Angelic Symbols. And you can see how I draw them. I draw the ones that don't fit, and then I tap to see where they go. Look at this. Yeah. You're going to laugh. Well, you're not going to laugh. Well, you might. So the first one says that you're releasing rigidity and flow with ease into the new. Yeah, that's letting go of all the ugh that's around you. When you do it, you're supposed to breathe deeply to revitalize and recenter yourself to move forward with steadiness. That's the decision around you. And look, and when you do it, you're going to release any and all blocks because you're open and willing to receive. That to me kind of describes what we talked about. Like, okay, that's around you because you created this one wants to be down here. You created this sacred space by your over the last, well, I think it's 4 years. So if that makes any sense, I don't know how long you've been in Sedona, but if you've been there for like 4 years, it's about the sacred space and you're never going to lose that thing. But I do feel like, you know, especially, okay, my friend who's up there, her name is Cassidy, and she always talks about going hikes to top of some mountain. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. To the top of some mountain and then like communing with the universe. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. And if I knew the name of the mountain, I would tell you, but I don't. But there's something about hiking or being out in nature or going, I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. So that's it. All right. Other questions? Anything else you want to know? My little thing is going to ding any second.
No, I'm good. Thank you so much. I didn't expect to do anything like this today, but I'm so happy I did.
Yeah. My website is bobthepsychic.com. I do a whole bunch more. Go check it out. We can go a lot deeper than the 10 minutes we spent playing here. All right. Thanks so much. I'm going to guess Yolanda is next. Come on down. So Yolanda, turn on your microphone and your camera, and then we'll chat. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Where are you zooming in from?
I am zooming in from Mesa, Arizona.
Wow, okay. A lot of people. Wow, normally it's everybody from Southern California, but Arizona's making a good showing tonight. All right. How can I help you? What would you like to know? Let me just give you some stuff off the top. So my gift is that I'm just very intuitive and I hear stuff about people. I don't ask any questions as a rule, but if I ask you one, I'm going to put the answer in it. I'm just going to tell you what I got. You're really ready to make the change and stop like dilly-dallying around about it. And whatever this change is, I get the sense it's like if you're going down the road, it's a sharp like right or left turn. I got us to the right. Doesn't matter what direction it is. But I feel like you're there and you're ready to make it. You have some fear around it because my sense is you've done something like this before. And when you did, either you didn't go far enough or it blew up or it didn't work or you got the heebie-jeebies or whatever that is. If I'm right about that, you're not going to have that happen this time. And by the way, with my eyes closed, so I'm not even looking at you when I'm telling you stuff. My eyes are up and down. I saw you laughing. I'm going to guess I was right. So did that make sense? Is that what you needed? I got that's what you needed to hear. It's like what I'm hearing is you just need to hear that you're in the right place at the right time and stop listening to whatever that is it people or just in your head? It might just be in your head, the voice going, oh, don't do that. No, you're ready. Like, last month, no, Mercury retrograde. Ugh. And last year, oh, no. Last year, I just talked about last year. But I feel like now you're ready. Like, it's not now. It's like April's your month. Go like light it on fire. I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, and it does. Like I have been, for example, like in this relationship for like about 1.5 years now. And I went
let me help you on that one too. Why?
A pretty nasty divorce. And it was kind of like I don't want to get married again, don't want to do this. But this person has just been, pretty much like everything that I have wanted and asked for. But it's like I feel like I'm hesitant. Because
I got when you said you were in it, I heard why. So there's something. Hold on, is it her or is it? I got it's you. They're telling me it's you. I think what's going on there is it's not what they're really. It's like you're biting off more. That sounds so rude. Like they're saying like you're biting off more than you can chew, or you're just not ready for what it like you manifested this guy, and now you don't know what to do with him. And I feel like that's kind of what he is, though. I mean, I just feel, is she supposed to break up with him? I got, yeah. But I feel like it's not anything he's done. I just feel like it's your own, like, gosh, I'm just not ready kind of thing.
And it's more like I said, he's been like everything, I don't feel that I, want to break up with him. It's just like, I need to get over the hurdle of comparing one person to another, kind of thing.
So it's kind of like healing. What I'm hearing is it's like healing yourself. And also this is some inner child work, like, letting your inner child, so little Yolanda, know that things are going to be like, okay, in some ways. Upside down, right? Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to just draw some cards. Yeah. Hold on. This is all upside down and right side up. Yeah, I need that. Upside down and right side up. Maybe that is supposed to be upside down. This one goes here. Wow, they're upside. Okay, they're all upside down. So this is a party. All right, ready? Hold on a second. So so this is the romance angels, and they're usually right about everything. Upside down. There is a time right now you're ready to have the heart-to-heart conversation with him. It says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. In your feet right now, it is showing that there is separation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Yeah, I think it is, because it's upside down. He's not the soulmate for some reason. I don't know why, because I feel like you did manifest him, but all the other cards are upside down too. So let's just go through them and see if that helps you. This retreat, like spending time alone, yeah, no, you're kind of done there. The other two, this is interesting about loving yourself first. When you said the part about how you're trying to like fix, you didn't use the word fix, but there was something about yourself. That's what this one's talking about. Like you haven't done it yet. No judgment there. About this one being the one, I got, yeah, no. And this free yourself. Oh, this is it. This, when you said you still had to work out, like releasing the last person or figuring out, that would be why you got free yourself. You haven't done it yet. And it's interesting that the last card talks about addictions in some way or codependency. I don't know if that's serious, but that's what I feel like that's the reason why you're feeling stuck right now. I want to say, kudos in some way, because at least you know it. I do this all the time, and people are in similar situations and they don't know it, or when I tell them, they can't hear it. like, because I mean, the cards will show and they'll be like, oh no, that can't be right. No, it's going to be right, because at the end of the day, I just know I've done this a long time. So I do feel like you're on the right road. So I do feel like making peace with him in some way is going to make peace with yourself. I feel like there's like a lot of pain, heart crying, whatever that's going to be, but I feel like it's going to be okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I also get the sense it's not like you're going to tell him, all right, it's over and I'm out. Yeah.
No, because
yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say we get along like really well. I don't think it's anything between us. I just think it's just unresolved issues from previously.
Yeah,
from the
100%.
previous relationship. Yeah.
That's what I get that it is. That's what I feel like it is.
So I have just like a side note. I think
Sure.
I knew you from a long time ago.
Your name does look familiar, and the next name.
We used to work together at Keller Williams.
Wow. Really? Keller Williams, Arizona Realty?
Yeah, I think so.
I was the managing broker there for a while, about 10 years, a long time ago. Before this. Wow.
Yeah. And I can say that you have always, like, even from back then, like, you have always been like this wonderful spirit. So I can totally see why you're doing what you're doing now. So kudos to you. Like,
thank you so much.
You've always stuck with me. So even from back
really, okay. That was like 2 or 3 lifetimes ago. Because after I left them, I went and worked at a small brokerage. Oh, they were awful. And then I decided to get out. But one of the people I used to work for, his wife worked for D.R. Horton. I was their designated broker for like 7 years. That was the best gig ever. And I kind of regret looking back. If you go back into real estate, go look into new home sales. I would do that again in a heartbeat. And I would work for D.R. Horton again, even though they decided to bring the position in-house and kind of like let me go. But I don't have any ill will towards them. Like, yeah, they did the wrong thing, but whatever. But well, go to my website, and so there's something called the Monday Motivation. It's like the weekly free message. Go sign up for that, and then you'll get stuff from me. And that's so funny, because I saw your name and I'm like, I think I know her, but I didn't put it together. But now you said that, I'm like, I realize I do know you. Yeah.
Yes. But I just want to say that you've always been like this very good, like, spirit, like, when you were around, and like when you left, it was just kind of like, I feel like the air kind of like got, a little bit heavy, but I really enjoyed working with you. And like I said, like, when you now I work in corporate America, so it's, it's different, but like I said, you've always had that great aura around you. So I'm happy for you.
Great. Thank you. Well, go to my website, sign up. Let's reconnect. I do readings all the time. There's events I do. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was great chatting with you. Wow. That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Kate, come on down. You're the next one on the, I don't want to say Price is Right, but you get the idea. Okay, Kate, you can turn on your camera. There we go. Hi, how are you? Well, you got to turn on your microphone. Hi, how are you? Yes. Do we know each other? I feel like your name looks familiar. Oh, you muted yourself again. Wait, you're muted. You're muted.
Good night.
Yeah, do we know it? I feel like I know you. I don't know why when I saw your face, I'm like, this person looks familiar to me. So have I read for you before?
No, I'm from Scotland, so I'm just like passing by. So
all right, so no, then there's no way I could know you. Okay. Well, welcome. Yeah. You're the first person I read for from Scotland. So there you go.
Oh, awesome.
Are you in Scotland right now, or are you here?
I'm in Sedona. Yeah.
Okay.
Hence how I'm here. Yeah.
All right. How can I help you? What would you like to know?
Maybe just some like general guidance. Like I feel like I'm like starting like a new chapter in my life.
Yeah, you are. Okay, so I'll give it to you. So you're starting a brand new chapter, and there's no accident that you're in Sedona, because one of the things that's happening to you there is you're doing a lot of releasing. Like, I don't know if it's physically, I mean, it might be, but but I get more, it's like spiritually and really being like in the red rocks and doing whatever it is you're doing, that spiritual journey. That's what this is about for you. And I also feel like that you're someone who is single and you're not really with a group, like you're traveling on by yourself. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you, I read with my eyes closed and I just hear stuff about people. I don't ask any questions as a rule, but if I ask you one, I'll put the answer in it, but my eyes are closed. So I'm just telling you what I got. But I do feel like that you're there for the right reason. There's something about going to Oak Creek Canyon and the water and the river. I got that too. But I feel like you're just kind of like trying to figure it out. I do feel like that one of the things that's going to happen when you go back, it's going to be different. Like the energy that you're going to feel when you're back home is different than it is now. I don't know if that means it's going to be more lighter and airier, or if it's going to be like more heavy, like, wow, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to live in the States. I can't really tell which one it is, but there's that kind of like thought process going on. Did any of that line up?
Yeah. So yeah, I am single and I am traveling by myself. And yeah, we're gonna go to a water place today, and maybe that is where you said.
Are you going to Slide? It's called Slide Rock, I believe, up there. That's probably where you're going. But there's a water. Yeah, I got you're supposed to be in the water, like splashing around. I don't know how cold the water is.
Yeah, yeah, that was like our plan today. I can't remember what it was called, but maybe that's what you're talking about. And yeah, like yeah, that's interesting about a different energy when I get home. And
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like, yeah. However, I never thought about moving to the States, to be fair.
Okay. That's okay. I just get that the energy when you get there is going to be different, you know. But so
yeah.
I don't, maybe you'll decide to move to the States once you go back. Although, you know, right now it's kind of crazy here, so maybe it's in a few years. But whatever that is. But I do feel like, you know, that's what it is. So all right. So you said you were single, but then you used the word we. So I'm going to guess, are you traveling with somebody though?
Oh, right. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I'm traveling by myself. I was just today hanging out with a girl from where I'm staying.
Oh, okay. All right. Because
yeah.
I do get that there's a man around you and that he's like really cool and really nice, that you have like an attraction for him, but you're kind of like not sure what to do with it. Hold on. Is he American or is he back home? I feel like he's here. So I don't know if you've met him yet, or maybe you haven't met, or maybe you have met him. But whatever it is, I just feel like you guys feel like you're like long lost friends or something. There's some kind of soulful connection going on. Let me just ask, is he incident? I got he's there too. So, you know, this isn't rocket science, but I get that's the energy around you, because I do feel like your like cosmic light is like flashing, like, I don't want to say like I need attention, but there's something about that. So if people are walking up to you, like wanting to talk to you, and you're thinking, okay, that's weird. No, it's because you're in the right place and you're just glowing.
Okay.
Sense?
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't met a dude. Yeah. So I'm not. Okay. I don't know.
Maybe it's coming, or people have free will. I mean, I sense stuff all the time, and one of the things about psychics is, I'm not always 100% right. I'm like in the 80s and 90s, and a lot of people, if you've been listening to this, are like, "Oh my God, how'd you know that?" Well, that's just my gift, but it's never like 100% perfect in some way.
Yeah.
But I do feel like you're in the right place, and there's a lot of really good like people. How long are you going to be there for?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then, because I was going to say my friend that I do stuff with, she's an energy healer up there. I would say I'll give you her name and go have a session with her and let her do her stuff on you. She's amazing. So, but I guess not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Other questions? I still have how much time is left? I got about 6 minutes to go, so I can spend a couple more minutes with you, and then I'm just going to draw cards for the end. Is there anything else you want to know?
No.
Wow. Are you thinking, okay, so when it comes to getting married and having kids, do you have an idea? I feel like there's a lot of kids around you. I don't know why I heard there's 4 of them. That's a lot. If that means yeah, look at your eyes. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but something about the number 4, I don't know if that makes any sense or not.
Yeah, I don't have kids. I guess I've been wondering whether that would be on the cards or not.
Yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like they're telling me it's like when you're in your mid 30s, like 36-ish. So now I get to ask the bajillion-dollar question. How old are you?
I am 40.
Okay, so I was totally wrong. Because I was guessing you were closer to 30 than 40, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Wow.
get that
So
a
wait,
lot.
hold on. The kids might, okay. When you said 40, my guys were like, there's still kids around her. So maybe this is from the person you're going to meet. All right. So is she going to marry? I got you are going to meet somebody. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Is he
Oh,
here or is he over there? They keep telling me he's here, so I don't know. But you're leaving tomorrow, so maybe that's not going to happen because you would have met him by now.
yeah. Oh well, who knows? Maybe I'll meet him tonight or tomorrow morning.
There you go, really quick. Like, oh, I'm leaving. Bye. Yeah. So, have you ever had a reading before? Is this your first time doing this?
First time. Yeah, first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The only reason I said that is because you said a couple times. Well, just by the way you said it, I knew it's your first time. But you're doing good though, and the fact that you're open to it and being in Sedona is truly magical. And it's beautiful up there. And the weather has been, I will just tell you, as an Arizonan, the weather is ridiculously weird. It should not be that hot there. It should be about 20 degrees Fahrenheit less. So I don't know, Scotland.
Oh wow.
Are you guys Celsius over there or Fahrenheit?
Yeah, we're Celsius.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, because it should be
Yeah.
more around like, I don't know, 20-ish Celsius. And I think it's closer to 30-ish Celsius, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. I will set you free and then we'll just wrap this thing up. Is there any other question I can answer for you?
No, I think you've done awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So hang on, because what I'm going to do now is, we did it in the beginning before, so don't disconnect till it's over. Okay, everybody. So that takes care of all the readings I'm going to do for people. What I'm going to do now, like I did in the beginning, I'm going to draw some cards for like a collective message at the end. My little screen says there's 4 minutes left. So I'm going to go 4 more minutes and hopefully I won't get cut off because it started a minute early and I can't really tell. But anyways, this deck is something about like spirit of light or something like that. I never remember. But the point is, let's just see what it has to say because I was drawn to it. So the way I pick cards is I pick the ones that feel like they don't fit. Hold on. They're all coming out upside down, which is not right. So I'm going to do that. Hang on. I'm going to do one more. These two. Wow, there's doubles for everything. That's the feet. We need one for the head. It'll be this one. Oh, there's 3 of them. All right, so there's a ton of cards here. Let's just go through them real quick. So the idea on this little message, this is for the collective. This is for everybody. So take what makes sense and leave behind what doesn't. In your feet or foundation, you're working on your soul tree. That's like how you're grounded to the earth, how you're connected to other people, and your inner voice is helping you. So this is knowing that you're connected in the right way. And the guidance you're getting is like your intuition really talking to you, because everyone on this call in some weird way is having an awakening of some sort. So somehow I want to say that's going to apply to everyone. It's going to apply to people differently. But the point of this is that you're having this awakening through your inner voice and soul tree, like through your soul contract with the universe or the other people that are around you that you've been attracting. In your head, here are the 3 that want to be for head. Normally I only get 1 per thing, but look at this. You're having enlightenment because you're soul mating. That's connecting with your soul at a higher level, higher power right there. And that's what's creating the transformation that's going on around you. So all of you in some way are in a place of transformation. You know, it's not going to be the same for everyone, but it is about letting your light shine and being like who you're really supposed to be. And then the last part of this, as I go across, all of you are really in alignment now. And it's about making this decision to allow the alignment to continue, because the alignment, oh, look at this. It's creating expansion around you. And this divine animal, I usually say this is like spirits around you in some way, like the lion or the tiger. I think it's a lion. The lion represents like love, light, caring is what I'm hearing in my head because I never read the book. But it is about the divineness of the animals or the creatures around you. And then the last part of this message is you're also having an inward revolution, where you're letting go of the past, letting go of the things that don't make sense, letting go of the things that have hurt you, kind of just letting go of all that negativity and starting over fresh. I mean, how many of you that I talked to tonight said something about, yeah, there's a chapter ending, I'm starting something new. Every one of you had that going on around you. So that's why I always tell people there's no accident in the groups that come to this, because at the end of this, look at this, it's all about the joy around us. So you're in a place of joy, you're creating that. And I feel like the main message here is like, get out of your own way to allow the joy to come in. I don't feel like there's anyone who's in their own way, or if you are, I don't remember because I can never remember what I tell people anyways. but there's something about that joy around you. So that's kind of like the message I want to say for the whole group. The little timer says there's a minute 32 left. So I'm going to assume that it's right. So I'm going to do one more deck really quick and then wrap this thing up. If you want to know more about me, my website is bobthepsychic.com. Go check it out. There's a free weekly message I send to people. It's called Monday Motivation. It's underneath the blog tab, or you can look under offerings and you'll see Monday Motivation. It's like a free message that I send out. It's a channel message from my guides. It comes out every Sunday night, Arizona time, around 5. So wherever you are in the world, it will hit you at that time. And people love it. So the last two messages, oh, look, that I have, this deck is called Zebu Angelic Symbols. Here they are, and I think it might apply to others of you, or I might have drawn these cards before. The first one says, breathe deeply, enjoy the benefits of simplifying your life. All of you are doing that in some way. For Kate, who's visiting Sedona, she's leaving all that behind. Like, she's going with a new attitude and all that. Yolanda was talking about, I want to say it has to do with like her personal life. Oh yeah, personal life, the relationship. Wow, I can't even believe I remember. And then the other two of you, Tasha and Cecilia, oh, I don't remember. But there must be something about, oh yeah, one of you guys was talking about being in a motorhome. That'd be simplifying. And the other one, oh, I don't remember, but that's okay. At the end of the day, though, you're embodying unconditional love as it parallels divine love, which helping you create the sacred space, like honoring your inner child, honoring, like, you know, where the universe talks to you, the way you like meditate if you do that, or the way you just talk to the universe. It's all of that. The little timer is showing 0, so it's probably going to end really quick. So I just want to thank all of you for spending part of your Monday with me. I will be back next Monday night at 6 o'clock California, Arizona time, 9 o'clock in New York. You're welcome to come go to the Soul Search website where you signed up for this. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. Until next week, I'm Bob the Psychic. Thank you so much for being here. Go check out my website. I'm happy to talk to all of you. All right, we're going to wait and see what happens.
Looking for real answers? Meet Bob the Psychic, Scottsdale's #1 psychic. Join live readings with Bob the Psychic every Monday night on Soul Search TV. Real people, real questions, real clarity. Bob connects directly with your energy using psychic insight, tarot, mediumship to bring guidance on love, career, family, finances, and your life path. His readings cut through confusion, offer validation and hope, and help you move forward with confidence and trust. Every Monday, 7 p.m. MST. Watch free on Soul Search TV, YouTube, or Facebook, or reserve your spot to join the Zoom room for a live reading. Experience clarity that changes everything. Limited spots available, so sign up before they're gone.